Do you know why generally when a woman leaves a relationship, she's more or less okay, but the dude is left totally blindsided? Let's talk about it. It generally takes a lot to make us leave a relationship. If she's leaving you, there have been months of her telling you exactly what bothers her. You didn't do it. Generally speaking, I'd say that if you complain that your wife or girlfriend is a nag, you need to watch out. And you better start trying. Because here's the thing about women. When our needs are no longer met, we no longer find you attractive, and you're more kind of just this nuisance to have around. And eventually the ick becomes so bad that we can't stand you. We're going through a breakup in the relationship. You just don't know that we're broken up yet. So then when women finally do leave, in their mind, they've been broken up for months and they're done crying. And then when the breakup happens, you're all shocked. And you didn't see this coming. Sir, how did you not see this coming? I'd say it's really easy to tell when a woman is trying to make a relationship work. Well, easy for everyone except for you. When the crying stops, the healing begins and we start to learn how to live without you, and a lot of the times actually prefer it. So gentlemen, for the love of God, listen to your woman when she tells you exactly what she wants. Do the dishes, plan date nights, or take an online course on finding out where the fuck the clitoris is. Because when it's over, it's over. Trust me when I tell you, we can always find some other guy to disappoint us. So good.
This right here is so true. I am a life coach, and the amount of men that I coach or used to coach, because I don't work with people, I work with business people now. But when I was doing personal life coaching, the amount of men that I would coach who had relationships and they were claiming that they didn't know why, but when you ask them, and this is why, when I get people on my phones, when I have these call-in shows, I ask people questions because people don't ask people enough questions. People lie. They lie to you, but the biggest lies that they tell are to themselves. And they have convinced themselves that they don't know why a breakup happened. They don't know why their woman left them. They don't know why. But then when you start asking questions, you'll see that it was years, months. First, it was years that things started to go wrong and you didn't fix it. And then for months, she told you that she was going to leave and didn't listen. Months. That she even started moving things out, changed her schedule, got a new job, just started changing things up for months. And you didn't think that she would go, or you didn't take it seriously, or whatever the case may be. But that's the way that, listen, it happens far too often. They're sitting up on these podcasts and they're talking about how 80% of divorces are filed by women because women are just ungrateful and they want to take half of your money. First of all, nowadays, most women are working and the relationships are more egalitarian than they were way back in the days. So people are not getting alimony and all that other stuff. They're getting half of what it is that they built in that relationship. All they're doing is splitting the assets that they too have contributed to. And so we have a lot of men now talking about, oh, she wants to leave and take the money, when most of these men don't even have money to take, especially if you're dealing within the Black community. The average Black male salary is $40,000. What assets is she taking from your 40K that she didn't contribute to? Gone are the days where women had no income and the domestic duties that they were doing were assigned a value by a judge who then awarded her half of what it is that she helped build in this relationship by being this full-time caretaker, life coach, chef, intercourse haver, all of this stuff that she was doing. And they just don't seem to get it, and they just don't seem to want to wake up. I mean, how many of us have friends, male friends, female friends, who you see how the relationship is going and they're coming to you, they're complaining about what's happening in the relationship because he's not listening to her. I had a friend, she was with a man who used to talk about how she was nagging and all of this stuff, and he wanted her to stop nagging, and she kept trying to tell him what she needed. And you know what the crazy part about it is? When she first got with him, she asked him why his last relationship broke apart, and he was like, she just left me high and dry one day, and I don't know, I came home one day and the whole house was empty and this, that, and the other, right? And then she learned that now this is the same story that he's telling about her. When she spent 2 years crying, pleading, begging him to change. She spent 2 years of a 5-year relationship. So it was good for the first year when he was trying to pursue her. Then things started to decline and she started noticing the decline. By year 2, she started complaining, and she was like, she needs things to be different, and he just would not change. He wanted her to stop nagging. By the last year, she stopped nagging. And that's when she just started putting her pieces together to get out. She started creating her exit strategy. But he was happy when she stopped complaining. He was happy when she stopped telling him what it is that she needed. Because for him, he just wanted to show up, and he just wanted to just lay there and participate in the relationship without making any changes internally. And he was happy when she stopped nagging. And then guess what? Once she stopped nagging, that was the beginning of the end. Because you're calling it a nag, but what it is her expressing her needs. How dismissive is it to just call it nagging? I don't even know what to say on that. Just listen. Because she's giving you the blueprint. And I want you ladies out there to do this. When you meet a man, ask him why the relationship ended. And then start asking him some questions. Ask him what she complained about. Ask him what she was nagging him about. And that will be the answer right there. And men who are listening and watching this right now, what I want you to do is I want you to think in your relationship. What are the things that she's complaining about? Because there may be a way that you can save and salvage your relationship. What is she complaining about? What is she asking you for? What things is she asking you to change? What is she telling you that she needs? She's not nagging. She's giving you the blueprint. She's telling you exactly. All you have to do is just follow the directions. All my guy had to do was write a letter. I told him exactly what it is that he needed to do. And it's so strange because men, and I've seen that men, they get real weird sometimes about you telling them exactly what it is that you need them to do. And then they start getting all rebellious. For what? You get the blueprint. It's as easy as pie. Just do it. But then they want to get all rebellious and everything. All right. So then you could be sitting up there on the park bench wearing some skull cap pulled down over your forehead, talking about how your family is gone. Or you could be like Shaq, talking about you come into this empty house and all the rooms are dark and you looking at the baby where the rooms were for the babies. Listen, 15 years go by, those kids are not babies anymore. You missed out on their whole lives. Listen, thank you. Blueprint on a silver platter. And they still don't want to listen. They want to be all in their ego. You ain't tell me what to do. You ain't told me. All right, well, don't listen. Don't listen. Don't listen. Don't listen. Be a part of the live show with thousands of other viewers. Go to TonyaTKO.com/text and join the text notification squad and get a text whenever I go live. Support the show and yourself, and I'll see you on the next live broadcast.